Friday morning, it's been a hell of a week. So some of you have noticed that I wasn't posting as much on my social medias as in Instagram stories personal. I was posting all of the things that I'm doing and all the places I'm going, as in events and what I've got coming up and my latest YouTube videos, but there was no personal stuff. So I appreciate all of you guys that reached out to me and was like, Steve, are you okay? Well, Monday was the day before my auntie's funeral. Tuesday was my auntie's funeral. Wednesday was my birthday. Yesterday, I had the accountants all day long. And today, I feel like I just want to breathe. I just want to sit, breathe, and relax. Now, everybody has that day where they just want to chill. Everybody has that day where they're like, you know what? I do need just a breather for a little bit. I'm on site early morning because I still need to get my stuff done that needs to be done. But this afternoon, I'm hoping to go to the gym where I can sit in the steam room and the sauna, have a swim, and just take a little bit of time for myself. And this weekend as well, I've got nothing in. Saturday and Sunday, my Isabella made a decision that, Steve, you need 2 days. You need to be able just to have 2 days at home with your family where you relax. Because this year, we have had lots of ups, lots of downs. Things have been incredible, things have been awful. Do you know what it is? I'm part of that 1% who always gets through. I have a great team around me, a great community, great support system. So I appreciate all of you guys that did reach out to me personally. It doesn't go unnoticed and I don't forget it, so thank you. We have steels fitted. We have that one there, on the pad stones, as you can see. We still have the acro up because we've got to have some brackets fitted to the steel that hold the stairs up there, which is just right there. Well, I say the stairs, the upstairs there. It needs these brackets attached, which are on the structural engineer's drawing, and they're coming in, I believe, next week to get that done. We have the toilet here. So I added a downstairs toilet. Now the reason I added a downstairs toilet is because this is a 3-bedroom detached house. It was a 4, I've turned it into a 3. And some of you are going to say, Steve, why have you done that? Well, the way I've done it is I've added an ensuite upstairs, a master bathroom that is double the size of the original. The 3 bedrooms are huge, a downstairs toilet, an open plan kitchen diner, and a separate living room. So the value is still going to be there. And I've had this confirmed by valuation officers from 4 different estate agents. And what is it about the downstairs toilet where I'm so anal about it? Why do I want it? When you have family and friends around, you do not want them walking up and downstairs using your bathroom upstairs, the one that the family uses, even though there's an ensuite upstairs as well. You want them to be able to use a toilet that other people use and not yourself, basically. So I know the value of a downstairs toilet. It's really important. Another thing that I've done in this property, I kept that chimney breast, and I kept a chimney breast in the main room where I usually knock them out. So I knocked 3 out in this house. There was 5, now we have 2. I've knocked out 3. Getting all confused with my fingers and numbers there. I want to make a feature. I want to make this a feature. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking of having fixed seating on that wall with a dining table here and some type of feature made there. I don't know what feature just yet. We're having patio doors put here, going out into the garden, and we have a utility room there. You can hear from the noise upstairs, we have Shy and Charlotte from HLE here, which is the abbreviation of their company, High Living Estates, which Phil prefers. Doesn't like names, do you, Phil?
No, we don't like government names.
You don't like government names? Phil doesn't like government names. But they're upstairs, we're shooting a YouTube video today, early morning, trying to get things done so I can go and take a little bit of time for myself. If you go into there, this is the kitchen. Now, along there, and along there, and along here, is where the new kitchen will be fitted. That window is going to be raised because the sink is going to go underneath it. And we're going to have to look at putting a door there where Dan is. So where Dan is, if you spin round, we're going to think about having a door here, aren't we? And blocking this off because of regulations, and building inspector said it needs to be done.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking?
So there'll be a new wall, stud wall built there. There'll be a door here, which will be access to the kitchen, and then all this side of the stairs will be boxed in, and it will just look like a wall instead of all the spindles.
The building inspector came, we know this anyway, because it's an open kitchen and it has a direct access to going upstairs where people are sleeping. Some safety measures in place. Now we can have an interlinking fire system. I think you can even have a mist system.
Yes.
You can have a mist system fitted, which is expensive. It's expensive, guys. So the easiest way to do it is put a door here, a door there, box all of that off with plasterboard, freshly plastered, and then we don't have to have a mist system or an interlinking fire system down here. It just stops the access of the fire going through, basically. That's what it does. But if you come around here, because the style of this house and what we're trying to do, this feature, I kind of want to keep it. Because the kitchen in this is going to be quite a traditional kitchen. So I want to keep that feature, and then I want to box off all from here across there. So Dan, see if we can kind of keep this.
Okay.
Or if we have to recreate it once we've done it, I want that to be there. This house is going to be completely different from anything you've ever seen before. Completely different. Because with Shy and Charlotte, who are upstairs now, they jumped onto an earn and learn program. And I decided to pull them out and go, you know what guys, why don't you do the style of this house? Give me some ideas. I need new ideas because all of my properties are modern, rendered, grey windows, open plan kitchens, tiles, high gloss. I do them to a certain spec and that's how I like them. Now I'm getting bigger and I'm doing more. I want to start doing different things. I want to start buying different things and doing different types of houses and different types of projects. Things that keep me interested, because it's great making money and it's great keep doing these properties, but I also need to keep my brain active. So I want to start changing different things and being a little bit more involved in certain aspects of traditional properties and not being so modern, basically. Still going to do all my rendered, modern, beautiful houses, but I think I could do this beautiful as well. I mean, if you look at those tiles, I would never have those, but I'm thinking about it now.
Are you tired of seeing other people build wealth in property and you don't even know where to start? Well, take a look at this. October 26th, I am back in Milton Keynes. I'm going to be teaching you about HMOs, flips, BRRs, deal sourcing, auctions, project management, ground up developments, social media, raising finance, and so much more, all for just £11. So come down to my next Accelerator event, understand why the 1% are all in property, and by the time you leave, you will know which way you need to go.
There we have it. Another video shot, another video done.
Another video shot, another video done. We're here now just grabbing some B-roll of this property before it goes to the next stage. So you always have to stay on top of it, because if it passes the plastering stage without getting it, then you don't have it for the before and after video that comes out later on. So you have to think about all these things all the time. But we're here, we shot with Shy and Charlotte from High Living Estates. That video is going to be out next week. It's a very good one. Deep insight into what they're going to be doing with the property, interior design wise. So it sounds like it's going to be a very nice house. So yeah, stay tuned.
My new office, Costa Coffee. I'm a Starbucks guy, but Costa is where I'm at. I had a Zoom with the mentor students and I couldn't make it back to my office, so I had to take it here. A couple of things I'm dealing with now. I've just had an email to say that a viewing is taking place at 1 o'clock at one of my properties from Jack from the Avenue. Great guy, great guy. Then I've got this here, which is quite important. Charlie. He works for Green and Coal Properties in sort of Coalfield. I've put a property up for sale, for rent, and I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 applicants, and 7 applicants. I basically have to go through all of them to see who is the best applicant to move into one of my properties. So let me give you an example. Applicant 1, it's an adult, full-time worker. They work for Mercedes VIP sales. They've got no bad credit, no pets, no smoking, can provide a guarantor, and would like to offer a certain amount of money. Applicant 2, 2 adults, 2 children, working full time and the partner works full time. We've got a combined salary, can provide a guarantor, no bad credit, no pets, non-smoker, can move in ASAP. I've got 7 of those. Now I need to pick the best one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to always pick someone who has a guarantor, because it's always good to have a fallback in case the rent can't be paid. And this needs to be picked and basically done today. I've also got 2 emails that are very important that I need to respond to, and I have a site visit with one of my other mentor students at one of his properties in Dudley, which he wants to rent out to supported living, so he wants me to help him. So I'm going down there at 3:30 today, or 3:15, it's on my diary. I have a call for a strategy call, you know, where I book them out, so you can book my hour, you can pay me for an hour, it's the links below. You can do face-to-face with me, or you can do a call, and I have a call today with a guy called James, who kind of just wants to know what the next steps for him and his partner are. So I've got a very busy day. I'm just trying to get some bits and pieces sorted. And another thing as well, you can take rent protection. So if you don't want, it's rent and legal services. So it's 6% on this one of the monthly rents, which is about £84 to £90. And you get legal expenses up to 100,000. Missed rental payments or vacant possession of the property for up to 15 months, which is up to £50,000. 75% of the rent paid for up to 3 months after vacant possession is obtained. It can cover the tenant if you've got any cover should a tenant defend the action taken, not cover the tenant. If the if the tenant tries to take action against you, you get legal covered. Full rent protection, cover breaches, legal costs, government mandated reaction protocols, I don't know what that is actually, no COVID-19 exclusions, and cover limit of £2,500 rent per calendar month. And that's for 6% of your monthly rent. So that might be worth taking out as well, just in case.
We are at one of my mentor students' potential purchase properties. We can't show you all of it because it's a family property for him, so I'm not going to show you outside or anything like that. We're just in it. Don't want the family to see it where Chris looks like he's trying to get information behind the scenes. Potential to be 5, maybe 6 self-contained units. It's really only got 3 potential flats, but it'll be a funny configuration to get 3 flats. Has a great thing outside in the garden, like great building outside. Huge space. Parking is not a problem with this either because it has huge amounts of space to be parking, and yeah, I cannot see the council really having a problem with letting this be self-contained units. Again, councils are councils, we have to speak, but great property, and it potentially could have some real value to it. But Chris actually owns one next door. So we're going next door now to have a look at that one that he has done. 2 rooms are rented out, 4-bed. Yes, right. 2 rooms rented out, 2 rooms not rented out. I might have a supported living provider who wants it. So we're going to take a look now. So you got 2 more of these rooms? Yeah. And 2 are rented out. What are these, 600 quid? Yeah. So are they paying you £600 each for them too? Yeah. Okay. But you can't rent these 2 out?
Well, I can.
It's 24.
But I'm going to have to lower the price because no one's interested.
Yeah. Because these are 475 to 525, because obviously it's just a bedroom. Where's the kitchen? It's decent. 600 quid. What's it costing you?
A month.
Yeah.
So I pay 550
for the whole house.
Yeah.
So at the minute,
I'm losing 200 because the rooms a bit. It was profiting me £1,100 a month. That was profit after all bills and stuff. But obviously since
when it was full.
Yeah.
That's after your council tax.
Yeah. But everything's just gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Electric's gone up.
But I'm definitely at the minute I'm losing about £200 a month.
So because you've got 2 in here. But if you had all 4 in here with all the new things that are going on, what's your?
Yeah, it's going to be probably now because everything's gone up about 900.
Okay.
To £1,000.
So if you can get a 3-year contract, you'll be all right.
I want
and you can forget it then.
Yeah. Now I know what I know. I want everything hands off. Just because I want to get busy, build relationships, getting more.
Okay. I'd seriously consider turning this into a bathroom. Seriously consider putting a bath in here, shower in here, obviously a toilet and sink, having the shower upstairs, I would seriously consider, it's going to cost you a couple of grand, $3 grand,
Yeah.
$2.5 to $3 grand to get this done. But if someone says to you, we'll give you a 3 to 5 year lease based on this being another bathroom, yeah. Can you get these utilities in that kitchen, or can we make space anywhere in this house? Well,
I'll have to, mate. Like you do.
Well, if you go in,
space there.
well, there's so what you can buy there is just a washing machine, tumble dryer in one. So that separates it. And here, maybe make a cupboard where you put a fridge freezer in there.
Yeah.
And what's the space outside like?
It's just for the garden, mate. That is.
Is it big? It's perfect. It is perfect. Everything works.
Yeah.
You got all the certificates up to date, everything?
Yeah.
All right, leave it with me, I'll sort it.
That ledge. Nice one.
I'll catch up with you afterwards,
Yeah.
I'll phone you later. Right guys, I'm going, because Phil has to go back and edit this, and I've got 2 more meetings. Chris is one of my mentor students, so I'm going out of my way to help him to get a supported living provider in here, 3 to 5 year contract, so he can literally wash his hands of it. Guys, I'll catch you guys whenever Phil does another vlog.